वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Wish you all a very happy and prosperous new Samvatsara. In Sanskrit, year is called Samvatsara. A new Samvatsara begins today. And every year has a name. The Samvatsara that begins today is called Vishwavasu Samvatsara. Vishwavasu. Like that, there are 60 names. It starts with the Prabhava, Vibhava, etc. There is a cycle of 60. This is according to the Chandramana calendar. We follow two calendars. One is Chandramana, another is Sauramana. In Chandramana calendar, moon is predominantly considered to reckon the time. Whereas in the case of Sauramana calendar, the sun is mainly considered. Primarily the sun is considered. Now on this occasion, we the mumukshus, the people who are assembled here, are mostly mumukshus. Mumukshu means one who seeks moksha. How many of you are mumukshus? Please raise your hand. Majority are mumukshus, maybe more than 50%. Some people have not raised hands. Fine. There are 4 purusharthas. Among them, moksha is the parama purushartha. Moksha is the ultimate purushartha. And those who seek moksha are called mumukshus. Now when we talk about moksha, moksha is Paramatma Prapti. Attaining Paramatma is called moksha. Some people may say, I want moksha. Whereas some other people may say, I want Paramatma. Is there any difference? There is no difference. Because moksha prapti, attaining moksha, is nothing but attaining Paramatma. No, Paramatma transcends desha and kala. Paramatma transcends space and time. Therefore, attaining moksha involves transcendence of space and time. Only when you transcend the time, you have attained moksha. Let us specifically talk about time. Because today we are observing a time. This day marks the beginning of a new samvatsara, new year. The time is important. Now, attaining moksha means we have to transcend the time. Then why are we interested in the time? Why are we interested in observing this Yugadi? When our goal is to transcend the time. Moksha means transcendence of time. Because as long as we are bound in time, we are in samsara. In fact, it is a very interesting way of understanding samsara and moksha. Samsara means being bound in time. In fact, all our worries, all our problems are with respect to time, are related to time. Sometimes we say, this happened to me. Our complaints use past tense. Our complaints are in past tense. This happened to me. He did this to me. And sometimes our complaints are in present tense. This is happening to me. This is annoying me. And sometimes our complaints are in future tense. What will happen to me? Therefore, all our complaints are related to time. In fact, our life is a series of events, a series of happenings, and all these events are in time. One event followed by another event. Everything is in time. As long as we are stuck in the series of events, as long as we keep worrying about the events after events, we are in samsara. Therefore, how to transcend samsara? What is transcendence of samsara? What is freedom from samsara? It is to transcend the time. Moksha is to be, samsara is to be bound in time. Whereas moksha means transcendence of time. Now, if we have to go from samsara to moksha, we need a sadhana. Sadhana is the way, the means to travel towards moksha, to attain moksha. In terms of time, if we try to explain sadhana, if we try to define sadhana, it means making proper use of our time. Making proper use of the time so that we can transcend the time is sadhana. That is why the time is important, because we have to make proper use of the time. And how to make proper use of the time? This is what we have to ponder over in this occasion. Because Ishvara is presenting us a whole new year. In fact, every moment of life, every moment of time is a precious gift from Ishvara. The life itself is a precious gift from Ishvara. Human life is a precious gift from Ishvara. That is why Shankaracharya says, Durlabham trayame vaitat daivanugraha hetukam manushyattvam mumukshatvam mahapurusha samshayaha. Etat trayam durlabham. These three are very difficult to get. What are they? Manushyatvam. First of all, Manushyatvam. First of all, the human life. And how did we get this human life? Shankaracharya says, Daivanugraha hetukam. It is a gift from Ishvara. A rare and precious gift from Ishvara. Because if we lose this human life, we don't know when again we will get another human life. It is not necessary that our next life should be a human life. We can be born as dogs, cats, etc. Any janma is possible. In any other janma, in any other birth, one cannot make any effort for moksha. Dog janma, can anybody work for moksha? It is not possible. Cat janma, it is not possible. It is only in human janma. Only in human birth one can seek moksha. One can get Paramatma Jnana. That is why the human birth is a precious gift from Ishvara. And every moment in the human birth is a precious gift from Ishvara. And the Ishvara is presenting a new Samvatsara, a new year. And we should learn to make use of this precious gift properly, meaningfully. First of all, we should have a proper attitude towards the time itself. In spiritual knowledge, in the field of Adhyatma, our attitude towards anything matters a lot. What is our attitude? It matters a lot. Our attitude towards the Guru. If one has to get knowledge, one should have proper attitude towards his or her Guru. Attitude towards the Shastra. One should have Shraddha towards the Shastra. And attitude towards our own body. One should have proper attitude towards our own body also. The modern people, the secular people who are not interested in Adhyatma, who are not exposed to the Bharatiya culture, they have a different attitude to the body. You can see their attitude, the way they dress, etc. You can make out the attitude. The body is considered as an object of enjoyment. Whereas in the tradition, we look upon the body as a shrine, a divine sanctum sanctorium. Deho devalayah proktaha. While performing puja, we chant this line, Deho devalayah proktaha. This body is a temple, body is a devalaya, and in this body, the Ishvara resides. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hrideshe arjuna tishtati. Thus one should have a proper attitude towards everything in life. And likewise, we should have proper attitude towards the time also. First of all, the time is precious, as I said. But the Shastra goes one level further, one step further. The Shastra says, time is a manifestation of Ishvara himself. Time, Kala, is a divine manifestation of Ishvara himself. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am the Kalaha, Ahameva Kshayah Kalaha. I am present in the form of time. And even when you chanted Vishnu Sahasranama, you chanted a line. What is it? Ahas samvatsaro vyalaha. Ahas samvatsaro vyalaha. Vishnu Sahasranama consists of the names of the Ishvara, names of Vishnu, and one of the names is Samvatsaraha. Ishvara himself is called Samvatsara. Bhagavan himself is called Samvatsara because Samvatsara, the year, itself is a divine manifestation of Paramatma. Though the essential nature of Paramatma is free from Desha and Kala. That is how I began in the beginning. Paramatma transcends Desha and Kala in his own nature. Kala Deshavadhibhyam nirmuktaha. In fact, in the first verse of Narayaniyam, the author says, Paramatma is Kala Deshavadhibhyam nirmuktaha. Sandranandavabodhatmakamanupamitam Kala Deshavadhibhyam nirmuktam nityamuktam nigamashata sahasrena nirbhasyamanam. Aspashtam drishtamatre punarurupurusharthatmakam brahma tattvam tattavad bhati sakshat guru pavanapure hanta bhagyanjananam. The author Narayana Bhattadhiri describes the Ishvara, describes the Paramatma, Kala Deshavadhibhyam nirmuktam. He is free from Kala as well as Desha. If he is free from Kala and Desha, how can you worship him? How can a bhakta worship him? It is not possible. At least for an ordinary person, an ordinary individual, an ordinary jiva. It is not possible to worship someone who transcends both Kala and Desha. Because when you have to worship, you need a Kala, you need a time. At particular time only you can do the puja. And you have to go somewhere and do the puja. Desha is needed. Kala is needed. That is why at last tattavad bhati sakshat guru pavanapure. He transcends space and time, but despite transcending space and time, he manifests in a given space and time. Guru Pavanapura is a desha, a place. He manifests in place, in time. With the help of his Maya. With the help of his Maya Shakti, the Ishvara manifests in the form of everything. In fact, Desha and Kala itself is a manifestation of Ishvara. He manifests as Akasha, space, as well as time. That is why any time is a manifestation of the Ishvara himself. Therefore, we look upon the year, Samvatsara, as a manifestation of Vishnu himself. On this occasion, now we should understand the significance of this day. What should we do on this day? Many people will wish and Happy New Year, Happy Yugadi. In fact, they don't even write Yugadi. They write Ugadi. It is not Ugadi. Ugadi does not have any meaning. There is no such word called Ugadi. It is Yuga Adi, Yugadi. Yugasya, Samvatsarasya, Adihi, Yugadi. There Yuga stands for Samvatsara. It is the Adi, beginning of a new Samvatsara. Therefore it is Yugadi. Don't call it Ugadi. And don't spell it Ugadi also. Write Yugadi, not Ugadi. That is why in the invite you will find it is Yugadi. I am particular about it. So people may wish and people will eat sweet, etc. In fact, they eat sweet and bitter. It's another thing. We will come to it later. But first of all, how should we observe this day? We should know. We should learn properly. First of all, one should make a sankalpa, make a resolve to look upon the entire year and every moment in the year as a manifestation of Ishvara himself. This is the first resolve. Resolve number 1. Let us look upon the entire Samvatsara and every moment in the Samvatsara as a divine manifestation of the Ishvara. And then in this year, during the year, we are going to have various types of experiences. Sometimes we may have a favorable and pleasant experience. Sometimes we will have an unfavorable and unpleasant experience. We will have both types of experiences. It is not possible that 1 year you will not have any unpleasant experience at all. It will not happen. Generally, it does not happen. I don't have any unpleasant experience in 1 year. Did anybody have such experience? Did you pass any 1 year of your life without any unpleasant experience? It doesn't happen. There is a reason. Why? Because we are human beings. Human beings are called Martya. It is called Martyaloka, the human world. The Shastra says, Punyena punyam lokam jayati, papena papam, ubhabhyameva martyalokam. If we have a lot of punya, we go to the higher lokas, Swargadi loka. In Swargadi loka, it is possible. You will get all pleasant experiences. Morning breakfast, sweet. Lunch, sweet. Dinner, sweet. No diabetes, no blood sugar. It is possible in Swargaloka. But we are human beings. Dayananda Swamiji would say, we are Mishras. Mishra means mixture of Punya and Papa, 50-50. We have this human janma, human birth is an effect of both Punya and Papa. It's a blend of Punya and Papa. None of us can say we have not done any Papa at all. Since we have done some Papa, we are born as human beings. And we have done Punya also. If we had done only Papa, we would not have got human birth. So it's a mixture of both Punya and Papa. And as a result of our Punya and Papa, we will get both pleasant and unpleasant experience. Every experience that we get in our life are a result of our Punya or Papa. Any pleasant experience. Somebody put this garland. Okay, it is a pleasant experience. How did I get this pleasant experience? I have done some punya in the past. Maybe I have put a garland to the Ishvara. I might have put a garland to Bhagavan. So that punya, because of that punya, somebody thought, okay, let me put a garland to Swamiji. And this garland has come. She put it. Sometimes we get such pleasant experience. And sometimes we get a painful experience. You get an allergy, cold. some papa, I have done some papa in the past. Therefore, just like before, even in this annum, even in the new Samvatsar, we should understand that we are going to have all types of experiences. Pleasant as well as unpleasant. It is not in our hands. At least now it is not in our hands. We are reaping what we have already sown. Our punyas and papas. Then what should we do? First of all, we should be ready to accept all that comes. Both pleasure and pain. Accept both of them equally. And how to accept them equally? By looking upon both pleasure and pain as Ishvara's grace, as prasad, karma phaleshu prasada buddhi. Having the attitude of prasada, you get a sweet, it is also prasada. And today the speciality is that it is not only sweet. Along with the sweet you get a bev, nimba. What's it called? Neem. It is bitter. I don't know whether it is there today here, but it is the tradition. They give both sweet and bitter together, mixed. Symbolizing the acceptance of both sweet and bitter, both pleasant and pain and unpleasant as the grace of Ishvara. In fact, both are Ishvara's grace. In most cases, the bitter experiences are greater blessings than sweeter experiences. If you go to a doctor, he gives medicines. And the medicines are generally bitter. Pills are generally bitter. Only the bitter medicine cures the patient faster. Likewise, when we get an unpleasant experience, we learn lessons in life. It may produce a little vairagya. This is how life is. It produces a little more, it adds to our vairagya. And also it makes us think about Ishvara. That is why Kunti prays to Krishna in Bhagavatam. Vipadas santu nashashvat tatra tatra jagadguru bhavato darshanam yatsyada punarbhava darshanam. Krishna tells Kunti, Hey Jagadguru, you are the Jagadguru. Ishvara is the Jagadguru. He is the ultimate teacher, Guru's Guru. Let me have problems in life from time to time. Tatra tatra jagat guru vipadassantu. Why? So that I can remember you. So that I can think of you. And if I do your smarana, if I remember Ishvara, I can ultimately attain the Ishvara himself. I can ultimately attain Paramatma himself. And it is the way to moksha. Therefore, the second resolve that one should make on this day is to accept both pleasant and unpleasant experiences throughout the year as the grace of Ishvara, as Ishvara's prasada. We are reaping what we have already done. We are getting the results of what we have already done. We have to accept it. Now, in addition to this, we will be doing certain actions in this year. We will be doing some fresh actions. The experiences that we are getting are a result of our past actions. But we will be doing some new actions in this year. What kind of action should we do? There are three types of actions, three types of karmas. One is called vihita karma, the actions that are enjoined by the Shastra. The Shastra enjoins certain actions. It is called vihita karma. The Shastra says, do this, do yajna, do dana, do tapas. They are injunctions, vidhi. Then there is another type of action. It is called nishiddha, prohibited by the Shastra. Don't do it. Don't tell lie. Don't drink alcohol. Suram na pibet. They are nishiddha karma. And then there is another type which is generally not talked about. Generally we talk about vihita karma and nishiddha karma. There is another type. It is sammata karma. Shastra sammata karma. For example, eating. The action of eating. Does the Shastra say you should eat every day? Shastra need not say. Because we feel hungry and we know we should eat. Meanwhile, the Shastra does not say you should not eat. Shastra does not say you should eat, and it does not even say you should not eat. Meaning Shastra accepts it is okay if you eat. It is called Shastra Sammata, not Shastra Vihita, and not Shastra Nishiddha also. It is Shastra Sammata, eating. Eating means not eating anything. Certain things are prohibited by the Shastra. Eating the things that are not prohibited by the Shastra is Shastra Sammata karma. Now, among these three types of karmas, one should stick to the Vihita karma, perform more of Vihita karma. I will do the karmas that are enjoined by the Shastra. If I have done in the past, let me do it a little more. Let me increase the amount this year. This should be another resolve, third resolve. Let me devote myself to perform the Vihita karma. Yajna. Any type of yajna. Japa yajna, puja, all these are yajna. Dana. Dana is a very important karma. Giving as much as possible. Let me do more of dana. Giving the resources. And tapas. Tapas includes all the values like truthfulness, etc. And let me avoid Nishiddha karma. Let me be more careful about avoiding Nishiddha karma. Of course, we avoid Nishiddha karma. But sometimes there is pramada. Because of carelessness, we succumb to temptations. Let me be more watchful. Let us be more watchful about avoiding Nishiddha karma. The karmas that are prohibited by the Shastra. And regarding the Sammata karma, Shastra Sammata karma, do it as it is allowed by the Shastra. Shastra Sammata karmanam Shastra Sammataya Ritya Anushtana. Do it as it is allowed by the Shastra. The Shastra allows eating, but what kind of food? How it should be eaten? When we do this, when we commit ourselves to this kind of a life, it is called Dharma Nishtha. Commitment to Dharma. In Vedanta sessions, we talk about a Jnana Nishtha. But the Jnana Nishtha is not possible without Dharma Nishtha. In fact, nowadays there is no enough emphasis on this point. Jnana nishtha is not possible without dharma nishtha. Without commitment to dharma, jnana is not possible. And if jnana is not possible, moksha is also not possible. Generally, our mind is carried away by two purusharthas. There are four purusharthas: dharma, artha, kama and moksha. Among them, our orientation, our natural tendency is to pursue artha and kama. Artha is the pursuit of security. How can I secure myself? It is the pursuit of artha. The more money I have, the more assets I have, I feel more secure. In fact, artha does not mean money, just money in this context. Artha means a sense of security. Generally, people think money will make me more secure. If I have 10 crore rupees, I will be secure. We have a natural tendency to think of security, artha, and kama. Kama is pleasure. I want pleasure. I want to watch TV, movie. Seeking pleasure and security is natural to us. Therefore, our mind naturally flows towards artha and kama, these two purusharthas. And moksha. Moksha is to be free from the need for both artha and kama. You are no longer seeking security, you are no longer seeking pleasure. Then you have attained moksha. This is another way, we are understanding moksha in another dimension. When our mind is distracted by artha and kama purushartha, it is not possible to attain jnana. It is not possible to attain atmajnana. Therefore, the mind has to be taken, the mind has to be elevated from the artha and kama to jnana. That is where dharma comes into picture. Dharma nishtha, commitment to dharma, adherence to dharma. Therefore, dharma nishtha, cultivating dharma nishtha should be another resolve. Resolve number 3. This year, in the new Samvatsara, let me practice dharma nishtha. Let me be more committed to dharma. Let me improve my commitment to the vihita karma, and let me carefully avoid the nishiddha karma. With these three resolves, the first resolve is to look upon the year itself, the samvatsara itself, as a manifestation of Ishvara. To look upon every moment of the samvatsara as a manifestation of Ishvara. Resolve number 2, to accept all the sweet and bitter experiences as Ishvara prasada. And resolve number 3 is to cultivate dharma nishtha. With these three resolves, begin the new samvatsara. May Bhagavan bless all of you. In the path of dharma and moksha. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.